Oh, we back. Yeah, from London, bruvs. Came back from London, had a nice toast and beans. Yeah. But yeah, man. Hey, London card, man. People were hating once again. People have been talking about that London, the last couple London cards, a few London cards in England haven't been as crazy. I feel like it's always been cool, but a lot of people wanted to see more finishes. So
There was a lot of finishes, right? Or no?
no, I think that was kind of the some of the people's. I thought it was cool for whatever reason. Even Tom Aspinall was speaking out and like, yeah, I think England deserves better, and we need to just like have better names and just better cards and more hype. It was dead in the O2.
He just wanted a headline.
Yeah, exactly. I think what they're meaning is that the British people are losing, the people from England are losing, so they're getting pissed and they're not cheering. Because people are not cheering when Leon Edwards lost. That was
Oh
for
no,
them.
that's what happens because he got yoked. He got tapped out, and he got yoked and he got tapped out. So that's like that's a
Yeah.
kiss of death right there.
And in the style that people don't like just like grappling heavy, just shit like that. But anyways, let's just go right into it and we'll talk
Yeah,
about it.
even
But
Dana White don't like that shit, but at least he finished him though.
yeah, that's true. Saving grace.
Because look,
Yeah,
remember
but we'll start with that.
he kind of hated
Go ahead.
on Bilal last time. He was like, he trains with Khabib and Islam, so that kind of style. Because he couldn't finish Leon,
Oh yeah, that's true. So
and then
maybe
he
the
even
hype is
started
gonna
getting
be on
pieced
Brady.
up later in the fight. Bilal, remember he got hit with a crazy elbow or some shit like that.
Hmm.
I don't know, maybe
It's gonna be a
Brady.
good matchup with Brady and Bilal if that's the matchup
Well, no,
after
I think Brady needs like 2 or 3 more fights to get
you
another.
think two
Because
or three?
the way he got, I
Maybe
mean, didn't he
one.
get TKO'd by Bilal?
That's true. It'll be a rematch.
And
So I
who does
guess but
Bilal TKO?
no, nobody, but yeah, hey, I think that the history I feel like is limited because he wasn't champion at that time either. So you see the progression of him
Yeah.
getting still improving. Obviously, I don't know how much he's going to improve from here, but as far as his transition into championship, I think that plays a role. So like people, it's like when someone is very durable and doesn't get knocked out, but then they finally start getting knocked out, like Holloway or something like that. Max Holloway getting knocked out after he's been Mr. Durable. I guess it's a little different when you take hits versus hitting, but yeah, like getting into it, man. We'll start with the first one you got wrong. Then Leon Edwards, UFC London. Nesta went 1-3, minus 1.6 units. Just a small little loss, nothing big. Going for the dogs and Leon Edwards. Yeah, disappointing, man. Uh, I was on Sean Brady, but I thought it was going to be a little more competitive than that for sure. That was just pure domination. So I'd be pissed off if I was British too, because to have your Rocky, you know what I mean? Like perform like that in London is just no bueno. So where does he go from here though? Does he fight Charles Oliver? Who is Charles Oliveira or
No,
something?
he's
I don't know.
170. So Oliveira's still not at 170. But I don't know, man. He got to fight like a top 5 guy or top 10. But yeah, who knows with Leon? At least now he's gonna have to fight again, especially the way he looked in this fight. Got dominated, tapped out in his hometown, home crowd. So yeah, man, he got to
Yeah.
bounce
Who
back.
are we talking about when we were texting about? Because I want to see him against a striker. Who was the one they posted about? The internet was posting who the next Leon should fight. It was a striker though. I forgot, but we were
Well,
talking about that.
well, it was supposed to be JDM, but then he got a grappler.
Yeah, we could see that. If Bilal beats JDM, then do we see JDM versus Leon? And now
But that,
Leon can't say shit either because it's gonna be a striker finally.
we got to remember that was supposed to be the fight for here, but Brady pulled in short notice.
Yeah. So what happened? Because JDM is now fighting for the title because
I guess because he was injured for this fight, and then yeah, I guess they gave him the title fight. No shit, he got lucky.
yeah. What the fuck? Get out of here. Anyways, I guess once they just wanted to shake shit up and have new matchups, and shit
That's
like that.
crazy.
But yeah, man, hey, we were both on Jan Blachowicz. As a big dog, we knew that it was a shot,
Hey,
but
but that was a
I think
close
he got
fight.
robbed. I
Yeah,
think he got robbed. Was that the fight? There was one that was like egregiously robbed that I was just like super disgusted by. But Blachowicz, I thought that there was an argument for him to win that fight.
Yeah, I mean, I could have seen it going his way, like on some
Yeah.
bullshit, because it was a whatever fight. That just shows like Oldberg is like he's not him like that.
Yeah, man. I mean, it was just boring. He was playing it safe, and all he did was he's just a little faster because he's a little younger. That's his skill. But yeah, I was surprised Blachowicz didn't try to go for a takedown or something. Maybe he thought he was doing well on the feet, you know. So maybe that was the case. But the other one you got wrong was Pooja Tomar.
Man,
Which
she should have won
she
that
should've
fight,
won.
bro.
She had a chance, and she was looking okay, and then she hit that big shot, knocked down Shannon Banning out damn near cold. But somehow she woke back up and smartly tried to grapple, you know, and try to put like a triangle at first and switch to arm bars. So I was surprised on that. I thought it was over because I was on Shannon Bannon, and then I was like, fuck. And then somehow she came back and she got the arm bar, man, which is once again, bro, we did talk about this though. Indian MMA ain't there yet, you know, and they've been these like people that they try to be like the next face of Indian MMA. It's just nah, bro. She thought she was Miss Marvel. No, I was kidding, no Ray. Yeah, man. I mean, Pooja will fight again. I think she's gonna be one of those like bottom, you know, tier fighters, but still Indian and she's still doing okay, but she got fucked up. And then the one you did hit though, you had an underdog of Wood, Nathaniel Wood, plus
Man,
140.
should have bet the house on that fool. He completely yoked what's his name the whole fight. Morgan Charre.
Yeah, man. Hey, and the thing is, I thought Morgan Charest like would have to keep up with the speed of the hands, and he ended up not being able to. And hey, that was props to Nathaniel Wood. He's a real one. But the thing is, if you look at his record, it's been decisions nonstop, and everyone's saying like, "Oh, he's a pillow fist type of guy." So it's just hilarious to see like, is he ever going to get a decision win? You know, that would be the next step for him.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Here's and we'll go. I guess we'll go to me here. I went 2-2, and I split pretty much straight up even 0 units, just 2-2. I got the ones I got wrong was Jan Blachowicz as well, and then my parlay, the disappointment. I told you, remember the disappointing parlay, possibly. I hit them all except for the one, the big opening on the card, bro. Kutalatse, looking like straight shit,
man.
And he was like a minus 400 favorite, damn near. But yeah,
like at 450 almost, right?
Yeah, something crazy, bro. And I definitely was in shock. I thought even if he lost, it was going to be a lot more competitive than that. That was not competitive at all. He was weak as fuck. He could have gotten finished even in that fight.
And then he had the all-star corner with like Topuria and fucking Kamzat. Like, man, bro.
Yeah, I know, bro. I'm just like over here, like, damn, bro, what the fuck's going on? But yeah, I also had a Kavanaugh, the Chinese British dude. He was looking good in that fight, pretty solid, good IQ, and he's still real young. So big prospect coming from the Contender Series there. CLD, Christian Leroy Duncan. He kind of faded away a little bit, but he was dominating the fight overall, and he could have finished it early. And then like near the end, it just got into like this little like clinch pin type of fight, and it was just whatever after that. But he was looking good at the beginning, and then Shauna Bannon, I guess I call that got lucky and then got hyped on that bar, and then the Nara, bro, Molly McCann retired.
See, we were talking about that. We should have bet the submission. Fuck.
Yeah,
it was like plus 400.
No, I had whatever. I had a few props on that day. I did pretty well in my betting, and it was actually one of the better weeks I had in the year. I had because it was a lot of like these big like dog little props, and that was what pretty much got me through. What day was it?
Yeah, the only one that I hit that I didn't post on from here was like the Kevin Holland fight.
Oh yeah. I'm loaded over here. I can't even find this shit. Kevin Holland, speaking about that, bro, he came through and did his shit. Oh yeah, I bet on Kevin Holland too. That's I had the Brady by sub plus 325. Hey. That was the one that saved me. Oh, and Tybura by points plus 250. That one saved me by a lot.
Man, I thought that was a weird fight. I thought Mick won that fight, but it was just a boring fight.
Yeah, that was a close one too. And could have gone either way, but Tybora, he was doing it. And then what was the other one? Lauren was a dog that came through that I really liked as well. And the robbery. I was on the right side of this robbery, I think. Chris Taco Padilla.
Oh,
I felt like Jai Herbert won that one, bro. Clearly.
yeah.
But fuck it. That's what helped me. So fuck it. But yeah, man, moving forward to this card we got in Mexico City, I believe, is where it's going to be. So it's going to be one of those, I believe, more high altitude type of fights.
Yep.
But yeah, let's get into it. Let's see here. I'm gonna pull this bitch up. Where the fuck am I? Sorry, you guys had little cam down before. Shout out to nostalgic strains. But yeah, man, we got this card headlined by Brandon Moreno and Steve Erceg. Shout outs to Steves, all the Steves out there. But we'll open up with the bottom card. If y'all on your Tapology, go ahead and get on. If not, just listen on. But we got Austin Hubbard against Markel Maderos at 155 here. Austin Hubbard, man, he's a vet. He's a second-time vet, actually. He's from also the Ultimate Fighter show where they did the vets versus rookies, whatever. So he was on that as well. So he's been around the block, 16-8, not a sexy record. And let's see where he's at. He's only 33, though. I mean, not only. That's old for MMA, but never been knocked out, durable guy. And most recently, he lost a split decision to Alexander Hernandez, which for some of us, that's a red flag right there. Alexander Hernandez is a little sketch. And then he also was finished by Kurt Holloway back in UFC 292. So
that's sketch, if anything. At least Hernandez is just overhyped, but like he's a solid fighter. That's why you see him when he puts like with the regular like bummy guys, he kind of just yokes them up.
Yeah, he just can't be anything like championship material. He just has the look. I just think he has the looks of like, oh, this looks good, striking air sometimes. Like, and that's good. But Markel Maderos, man, 9-1, 28 years old here. He's definitely a striker here, knockout guy. And this is actually his second UFC fight, man. He beat Landon Quinones back in February of last year. So it's actually been over a year since he's fought here because he had a couple of canceled bouts. But yeah, man, he was actually even a slight favor against Quinones, and I actually like Quinones too. So for him to beat him by unanimous decision and dominate him, man, I think this guy's kind of the real deal here. And I'm going with Austin Hubbard here. Or sorry, I'm going with the other guy. I'm trying to look at the odds. Oh, Madero's here. He's at minus 186, man. I mean, some say a little pricey for a younger guy because Austin Hubbard's been around the block. But I'm going with Maderos here. And just a heads up, I like a lot of favorites here. I know a lot of dogs cashed last week and the last couple of weeks, but I'm feeling a lot of favorites here, unfortunately. So who do you like, man?
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm going with La Raza for sure.
Yeah, with Maderos. And I know a lot of the Mexican fighters are going to be taxed too, because with the events, they're gonna have the odds shaded in that direction, especially because the crowd favorite, used to eating the tacos there, the meats there, everything there. But next up, man, we got this Jamal Emmers against Gabriel Miranda. And the odds are pretty wide here. We got Emmers now like a minus 310 or so, Miranda plus 260. And the under-over is at 2.5, with the under being minus 170-ish. So Jamal Emmers, man, this is like a prospect that never fully just came through. He was always disappointed when he had like the matches that he should have won, and now he's 35 years old, no longer a prospect, bro. He most recently lost to Nate Landwehr, and he got finished by Nate Landwehr, knocked out. He finished Dennis Bazoukian, but he lost a split to Jack Jenkins. So he's been alternating wins and losses pretty much since damn near his UFC debut. Looks like he's fought decent ass competition. His first fight in the UFC was against Giga Jikatsi, so that's solid. And he's a rightful huge favorite. And I don't know why this matchup is even happening, to be honest with you guys. We got Gabriel Miranda here from Brazil. He got that mustache, like the vaudevillain vibes. He's also 35, and he's a submission guy. All right. He got knocked out by Morgan Sherrare. All right. even though I like Sharare, obviously after last week, that's not aging as well right now in a week. And he choked out Shane Young and he lost to Benoit Saint Denis. So I mean, I'm good off this guy, man. I know it's wide, but Emmers minus 300, rightfully so. I actually make Emmers like a minus 450, minus 500. I also would like the under 2.5 because I think if Emmers does blow it and disappoint, he's going to get tapped out. I don't think he's going to get knocked out like that by Gabriel Miranda. So, yeah, I'm going under because I think he's going to knock him out. And I think Jamal Emmers, my knockout is plus 135. I think that's all right, too.
What about decision?
Emmers by decision is plus 210. And these are bet online props. So, you could probably find a couple of other books with a little better odds. But even at these odds, I still like him,
Yeah.
Jamal Emmers. But yeah, he's disappointing, but this is just such a alley-oop matchup for him. That's why he says he's favorite. This is like, out of all of them, I would say this is like my most confident pick out of the whole card. Like this is, yeah. I'm on him too, straight. Minus 300. So my money's already on it. But put him on your parlays, whatever you want, man. You're welcome. But yeah, you're going with him too. Who do you like? You like Gabriel Miranda? You want to take a shot here?
Yeah, I'm with Emmers also.
Gabriel Miranda, I mean, if he wins, I think the only way he wins is honestly by sub, right? Like I can see Emmers maybe fucking up, getting in a guillotine or something, or making a mistake in that sense. And Miranda by sub is plus 400 though. I mean, I'm good off Miranda.
It's a whatever fight too.
Whatever fight. That's why you got money on it, because it's a whatever matchup. Why is that happening? Next up, man, we got Rafa Garcia against Vince from Hell Pichel, man. And you got Rafa Garcia here, huge favorite. He's a minus 500, and Pichel's a plus 375 here. Under over. The over 2.5 is actually minus 325. That's kind of crazy. The under is plus 250. Just because these guys are extremely durable. Rafa Garcia obviously very durable, and Vince Pichel, even though he's 42 freaking years old and is on a 2-fight winning streak, he's only been knocked out once. So, and it was a long time ago, I believe. Oh yeah, it was like it was a slam on his neck from way back in the day. It wasn't even like a knockout punch. But I do think there's value on the under 2.5, just based on just under 2.5 being plus 250. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, Rafa Garcia, but I don't think he should be at minus 500. This is crazy. I'm not putting him in my parlay. I don't think Rafa Garcia, he should win, because I'm not betting on a 42-year-old either, right? But unless your name was Jan Blachowicz, and I'm not doing it 2 weeks in a row in a lower weight class. So, but what do you think? Who do you like here?
Yeah, I'm with Rafa Garcia. His style's kind of like whatever. He doesn't really get finishes like that, or right?
Yeah, I don't think so.
But
he's a badass though. He's just a typical Mexican fighter, durable.
Yeah, I feel like he for sure got more skills than Vince Pichel. So yeah, I gotta go with Rafa Garcia.
Mm-hmm. Hey, surprisingly, he has more submission wins than anything, which is kind of crazy, right?
Who?
Rafa Garcia.
Oh.
He has 8 submission wins, 1 KO, 6 decisions, which is kind of crazy, bro. But yeah, it's hard not to think. But why they got him? This is definitely shaded. I have him more of like a minus like 300.
Nah, yeah, it's sketch too. Especially his last fight, he got TKO'd by Grant Dawson. So it's like, dang.
Yes, and Vince Pichel, he's gonna throw, them hands from hell. So he's always lied to at least catch you with one. And if you aren't ready for that, you can't go to sleep. So, yeah. Next up, man. That's crazy they have these type of matchups. Next up, we got our first morning fight of the card. We got Julia Pilastri against Lupita Godinez, man. That Mexican-Canadian. She's a big favorite. I mean, she opened like around minus 200 or so, but now she got steamed up, and she's about, minus 220-ish, 225. I like it, man. And don't get me wrong, I've actually been on Julia Pilastri before. She's actually hard to finish. She's durable. And she's down to throw haymakers, and she's well-rounded. So I think she has definitely potential. She's just not well polished or experienced enough. You know, she beat Corey McKenna by split last fight, which isn't as impressive, and lost to Josephine Knudsen, who actually got cut from UFC, and I think she signed to the GFL, your favorite league. You know, so that's gonna be interesting. But yeah, I'm with Lobita Godinez, and I know that's sketch at that price for a lot of people. Because,
well, it went up. She was at minus 180, and now she's at, like you said, minus 230 or something like that, or 220.
Yes, 220, 230, somewhere in
No,
that
so
range.
people are dropping money on her. But I mean, rightfully
Including
so.
me.
She deserves it, though. She deserves it. People forget Lupe, she fought 4 times in 2023 and won all those fights. It looks like it's when she starts fighting the upper echelon of the divisions where she can't really get a win. Because look at her last 2 losses: Verna Jandaroba, Mackenzie Dern. So you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's just the different levels. But I feel like Pilastri would get washed by them too. So yeah, I think
For
I think
sure.
Lupe is itching to get a win again. Like she was on a good run, and I think she might be like a lock of the week. But then that
Yeah,
sucks at minus 2 something. But yeah.
Yeah. I know in a women's fight when most likely it's gonna go to decision and with the judges these days, nothing's for sure. But yeah, I mean I'm with that. I'm with look at her by decision is minus 185. What the fuck? Yeah, I mean you might as well go at the money line at that point. At minus 220, 230s. But I'm on that. Lupe Godinez as well. However you like it.
Yeah, I'm going with the Canadian Mexican.
Hey, she needs this too. She definitely needs this. Next up, man, we got Mezcal Costa, the guy with vitiligo that's killing it right now, versus C-Rod Christian Rodriguez at 145. This is a great matchup, man. This is actually, to me, one of the tightest matchups of the card. This is kind of crazy. Both surging. Well, I don't know if C-Rod's even a prospect. He's still kind of a prospect. Both kind of surging younger guys, up and coming guys, close in age. But Costa's been fighting in the pro scene for a while, not just UFC, but he's fought in like Brazilian scene and stuff. So he has his pro record is 22-7, whereas C-Rod's 12-2. But C-Rod's been in the UFC, I feel like, for longer. But yeah, durable guys, man, for the most part. And you got C-Rod's like the gatekeeper almost for a minute. Like they were just giving him like the younger guys like Austin Bashi, Isaac Bulgarian, Cameron Simon, Raul Rosas. So, and he was beating all these young guys. He's only lost to Julian Erosa, who's a lot more experienced. And now he's fighting another up and coming guy who's, man, I think he's pretty solid, man. I mean, he was arguably losing the fight against Andre Fili, right, for a second. And then he ended up guillotining him, right? Because he stuck his head in there, caught his head, and finished him up real quick, right? Is that what happened, right?
He went for a takedown. He went for a takedown and got tapped by the.
Yep, exactly. But Feely didn't look bad. Like
he did some dumb shit. I feel like you said feel like he was winning the fight.
He was taking dude down.
It is a good fight. I just don't like Christian Rodriguez at 145, man. Like these guys are 135er, but he always misses weight when he was fighting at 135. So he just said, "Fuck it, I'm going to 145." Last fight was against Bulgarian, right, where he was losing that fight and came back and beat the brakes off him just because he was able to out cardio him. You know, Bulgarian's just a swole little dude too. But yeah, I don't know. It's a sketch fight for me because like I want to go with Rodriguez, but then like it's about the size about the other guy because he's natural 145 or could maybe even fight at 155. But then he fought recently. I don't know if that's gonna affect him because he fought in Seattle, which was just
in February, which is literally
a month ago. And it's gonna be in Mexico. You know what I mean? Like you said, higher elevation. But then like you gotta, I don't know. It's like just like I said, it's a size thing that's kind of sketching me out, or else I'd be going like Rodriguez like off the rip because I feel like Rodriguez got the better striking, but then the grapplings were the Melky guy, especially coming off a submission. But man, fuck it, I'm gonna just go with Rodriguez, the short king.
Yeah, I'm leaning with C-Rod too. But like I said, this one's the hardest one for me. I think this one super tight. And I'm seeing money damn near come on Rodriguez, I believe. Let me check here. What I see.
Well, he's also the better known fighter too. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I lean that way, right? No, Rodriguez is a favorite. So,
Rodriguez, he's a favorite.
Yeah, so that's what got me. See, because I have this more of, to be honest with you, closer to a Pick'em's fight. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's gonna be real close, and I kind of have Rodriguez closer, like my numbers, I think it's going to be like minus 120, minus 130 is the real line. So now at minus 160 or even earlier, it was like minus 180 at one point. To me, it's like, damn, it's hard to deny the value on Costa, but I think the only reason he's that much of an underdog too is because you said the short turnaround going to Mexico, right? Going from
he's not that known either, though, too. That's why.
Yeah, to East Coast and high elevation, because they're going to be in Mexico City, which is not just high elevation, but in a different time zone.
No, yeah, that's the worst. That's the worst one.
And we don't know. He probably went back to Brazil too, and then he has to come right back. You know what I mean? So that part, that does worry me. So for the pick, I think Christian Rodriguez. I always go with Christian Rodriguez usually, especially against these young guys. But Christian Rodriguez is usually the underdog. You know what I mean? So then you're like, oh, there's value on it. Now it's like, fuck. Now he's the favorite. They're catching on, and like you said, Costa's not as well known.
Yeah.
So. And when you're in Mexico and you got the last name Rodriguez, you're gonna have the benefit of the doubt,
What's Rodriguez by like TKO?
Rodriguez by KO. Okay, I like where your head's at though on that one. Let's see. It's plus 1,000.
He's never TKO'd anyway in the UFC, so no. But true. Then he almost finished Bulgarian. And what's submission for Costa?
Costa sub is plus 500. That's pretty good too.
That's not bad. Good.
Yeah.
Look, he always wins by submission, or that's like his thing. Well, no, he's lost by sub too.
But yeah, that's gonna be it's gonna be interesting. BJJ versus some wrestling a little bit, but Christian Rodriguez is well-rounded. Well-rounded MMA guy.
That's true. I mean, look what he did to the Chihuihuis. You feel me? Like Chihuihuis, as soon as he couldn't get the takedowns on him, he was done for. So that's another thing. He can stop the take. But like I said, also Costa's going to be bigger than him now because that fight was at 130.
I think Costa's his boxing might be close to Rodriguez, or they might be near the same level, but his kicking wise, I think Costa got the kick advantage. He does way more leg kicks.
I think the striking is better for Rodriguez though. But like Costa hands, was like losing by the hands to Feely in that fight.
Yeah, I think Christian might have the better hands, but I think Costa, where his striking is going to be his kicks. So that's something C-Rod's going to have to stop, the leg kicks, things like that from him. So that's why I think it's so back and forth. It's hard for me to – and when I'm in doubt like that, I'm obviously going to say I'd rather put money on the dog than, if I think the dog is live. But I guess I'll just make it controversial and just go opposite and just go head on this one and say Costa. Costa as a dog, I think there's value there, so I'm going that way. Next up, man, we got Atiba Gautier against Jose Medina. Man, we got the silent assassin, who's a huge freaking favorite here. Minus 425, Medina's plus 325. And this is sketchy because this guy is definitely from Africa originally, but he's 22 years old, prospect, striker, finisher. And he just won on Contender Series, just knocked out an Asian dude who was undefeated at the time. So, and he was an underdog doing it. But now he's such a huge favorite because they got Jose Medina, who's not good. I don't know what to say. Like he's on a 2-fight losing streak. The best thing about his skill set is he's durable. He got that, South American, Hispanic heritage of just like he's from Bolivia, so he's just down to scrape, and get hit. Like he don't move his head much. He's just trade 1 for 1 and he throws bombs. So like for him, that's kind of his thing. He lost to Zachary Reese and Godza Yusulev in his last 2 fights. So yeah, man. I mean, no hot take. I like the young kid, but minus 425 gives me trauma from the Carlos Vera fight. The African guy that he finished, and that was that last week or two weeks ago. You remember the Carlos Vera at plus 600 against the African dude?
Yeah, he was from Congo.
Yeah, and that African dude was a huge favorite. Yeah, this is sketching me out. I don't like laying this big juice, but yeah, I think this kid dominates. I don't know if he can knock him out or not, but yeah, I'm going with this kid here. No hot take. Yeah. Who do you like?
Yeah, I'm going with the big favorite dude.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, fuck. Maybe that dude will finally get knocked out, Jose Medina. Man, that's crazy. Next up, man, we got some nice Mexican fights here. Edgar Shiraz against CJ Vergara at 125. Some flyweights, man. Both 6 losses, man. So they're kind of getting into it. But of course, Shirez, he got that spirit and warrior in him too, man. And so he's never been knocked out. He's pretty well rounded. He could definitely grapple and box. And he only lost by decision to Joshua Van last fight. So shout outs to him on that one. And then before that, he fought Daniel Lacerda twice. I think we were at those fights.
Yeah.
It's some controversial. Then you got Vergara here, who's 33, actually. He looks younger than 33. So, but yeah, little guy hand, but he's like a bulldog, and he just runs around and he tries to like throw little punches from what I've seen. And I mean, he's always going to put up a fight. And I would say he's decently durable as well. And he's fought in really good competition at his level, Taramov, Asu Almabayev, right? So, but yeah, I mean, I'm going with Shirez here. I mean, big favorite, rightfully so. I'm going with the Mexican. He's minus 260 right now.
No, but like rightfully so though, because like what are his biggest wins? And like who's he fought too? You know what I mean? Like he's like a cholo guy. Like he's like you said, he got that dog in him and shit like that. But like I feel like Vergara got more skill, and like you said, he's fought. Look at the guy he's fighting. Like what's his name? He just fought Manel Cap, right?
Almabayev is good. Yeah, he just fought.
Yeah, I mean, he got played. Like, you really think about it, them eye pokes was shady. Like, the ref should have done something. I just wasn't tripping
shady
because I got money. I won money off that fight. You know what I mean? But it's like, damn, that fool did him dirty. Like, raked his eyes, literally.
Yeah, no, that's been okay for you.
I don't know. I feel like there's value in the dog here, and I'm gonna just pick Vergara. I'm gonna pick Vergara. Even though Charez like the cholo guy, he's gonna be in Mexico City and shit like that. So I feel that, but I think there's value in Mr. Vergara.
Yeah. Shirez. Let's see, man. Next up, we got another one. Ronaldo Rodriguez against Kevin Borjas. Man, this is the guy that was at the Sphere. Lazy boy, 17-2. He's only 25 years old. The pride of Mexico now.
He got knocked out by Baja Mendez, right?
No, he didn't get knocked out.
Lazy boy. He was the crazy guy. The one that
he beat Ode Osborne.
Yeah, he robbed him. Ode should have won.
Yeah, I was there and I had Ode Osborne. I was like, that's
we both did.
That's crazy. But yeah, now he's a favorite once again. Not as big of a favorite, I believe. Where is he at? He is minus 160-ish. Kevin Borjas plus 140. Which kind of surprised me. I thought it was going to be a little closer than that. But yeah, I mean, I actually like the kid, even though I was against him on the Ode Osborne fight. I think obviously he's durable and he's going to always fight for your money, right? He does make some mistakes and he's a little wild. And Borjas is going to be a way better, I feel like, a more technical striker. He is on a 2-fight losing streak. He got beat up by Alessandro Costa because of the grappling. And he lost to Joshua Van by decision, which, we love Joshua Van. So it's no knock there. But yeah, if it stays on the feet, then it could be close, right? But I think that the grappling, the wrestling is also going to be on Lazy Boy's side. And I'm with that side, man. I think the price is okay at minus 160 or so. Yeah, I'm taking Lazy Boy in Mexico, man.
Yeah, I think just because Borja, it depends. Like if he's faster, I gotta see the weighing on this one because the guys will do crazy, but the Mexican dude, are they both Mexican? What's Borja?
No, the other guy is I think a Peruvian.
Ooh, man, yeah, it's gonna be a close one, but I guess I'll just go with Lazy Boy just because he's a favorite.
Lazy Boy,
man.
I just want to double check before I. Yeah, it is Peru. No racial. See, I don't know South America. Next up, man, we got David Martinez. No, not yet. Almost. We got David Martinez against Simon Oliveira. No relation to Charles.
Salmon.
Yeah. But yeah, man, David Martinez here. He's actually a huge favorite. Man, there's a lot of big Mexican favorites here. His sisters also was in the UFC, Melissa Martinez, who
this is his UFC debut.
Correct, from Contender Series. So it's a family thing, and he's in Mexico, so maybe a lot of pressure on him, but he's minus 360. Oliveira's plus 285, which is obviously I think it's juiced, right? Like I think David Martinez shouldn't be that big of a favorite, but he should be the favorite. I think he wins. I like his speed from what I've seen on Contender Series. Um, I just think he's a good prospect, up and coming. Gonna be the new pride of Mexico as well. So, and it runs in the family, bro. So yeah, I'm going with him. I think he wins this and wins this decently easily.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. Simon Oliveira. I mean, his record's not bad. Why is he even fighting? I haven't seen him in a
He
minute.
hasn't
18 and
he
5.
hasn't been fighting though. Look, his gap is like 2023, 2022, 2021. He's only literally fought like once a year for the past.
Which is crazy. And the last time he's won was on Contender Series back in 2021,
Yeah, so they
you
kind of just
know,
feeding this guy to the other dude for his debut. So yeah,
in
we'll
Mexico.
see.
Yeah, man. He's probably gonna be in my greasy parlay. Just probably
Yeah, the
that's what
way
it's
he's
gonna be.
looking right now, I got a lot of
Gotta be
grease, a
greasy.
lot of lard ass going down.
Grease lightning. Next up, man, we got the real Chowies.
Hey, chewies.
Raul Rosas against Vince Morales. Some great Mexican Americans here, man. Raul Rosas obviously is a big favorite in Mexico too, and he's just that huge of a prospect. Once again, I think he's -3. Oh, yeah, -400 now. Vince Morales +330.
You know, Chewies is always juiced up. Every fight, he's always a big ass
Always
favorite. But
and
what's
always
true?
will
Like,
be.
what else we can get from here? What's him by submission?
Submission. Let's see. That would be the look I was looking at too. Probably the favorite. Raul's by submission is +250. Not
Oh
bad.
wow,
Yeah,
that's
the most
crazy.
likely outcome is him by points +105.
Did he finish the guy at the Sphere? No, huh? He just won by decision.
Let me check here. Raul Rosas, man, he got at the Sphere. Ricky Tercio, no. What night? Terrence Mitchell. What day? No. What fight was that?
Grasso too.
Oh, Grasso too. Damn, this fool had that many fights since then.
Or how many fights did that
Oh
fight?
no, O'Malley Dashvili. Yeah,
Oh
Grasso
yeah,
too.
yeah. It was O'Malley versus him. Yeah.
Yeah, he won by decision against Eric Wheeling.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so I mean Raul is the pick, but maybe to make it fun, just sprinkle on the submission for sure.
Yeah, to make it a little better because -400 is pretty crazy. But yeah, people are gonna definitely put it in the greasy parlay. I mean, don't sleep on Vince. I mean, 34 years old, two fight losing streak. He's not great, but I mean, the people he's fighting that he lost to were, I would say, pretty decent. Elijah Smith, he most recently lost to, which was only last month. So this is like a 6-week turnaround for him as well. So that's another reason why he's probably a kind of a
But to see
underdog here.
the thing with at least with Chiwiwis though, he's always motherfucker only 19, 20 now, so he's getting better every fight.
And he's getting his pause, but like his man muscles in, like his grown man, he's starting to grow into that muscle. Before when he debuted, he lightweight, like he was still in great shape, but he had like a teenager physique, you know what I mean? And now it's
Yeah,
like he's been in the UFC fighting, training, and getting older, and just like even though he's still young, that fool is looking big now, like way bigger. So he's gonna have the strength on it. So yeah, I'm going with him. No hot take, but probably throw him in my greasy parlay too. So
yeah, that big autobala,
yeah,
big
exactly.
that pork grease tamale.
So I'm talking about. But yeah, then next up we got who we got. Oh, here we go. The last 3 fights here. We got Kelvin Gastelum against Joe Pyfer. B. Joe Pyfer. Oh man, this is hilarious. And of course, you already know Joe Pyfer is juiced to the tits as normal, right? He's -320. Kelvin Gastelum +260. Man, this is a real interesting one, I guess, because number one, I mean, what are we going to see? How are we going to see Kelvin Gastelum? He gave up on the 170 dream, right? He's 185.
Yeah,
He might as well go to 205. Fuck it. like
he
he's in
wishes.
Mexico. He's eating tacos for sure right now, like in Mexico. And I think Joe Pyfer, obviously, he's not fully complete, but he's solid and he got hands
Yeah,
and they're strong and he's only going to get better, And he's actually been participating in grappling contests and stuff like Fury
yeah,
Pro. So, yeah,
yeah.
man.
a Gastelum fight, man, sucks. It's always real stinky. Something always going on with him, which sucks because he has like so much of the talent. Like you know what I mean. Like his perfect example was that Stylebender fight, and like the crazy he's 33, but that fool's been like in the UFC also since he was like 21, 20. Like I think he
Yeah,
won the Ultimate Fighter when he was 21 or something like that.
that's crazy. And he's never been knocked out, so he's been durable too.
He been rocked, yeah, never been knocked out. He never been knocked out, never been TKO'd.
No KOs. He's been sub 3 times.
Okay, yeah. See, that's what's crazy about this fight. The resume is insane. If you put them together, like on paper, you would be like, "Oh, this was gonna dog walk Joe Pyfer." But
Uh,
yeah, it's always sketch with Gastelum. I see value in him because like you gotta look at Joe Pyfer too. Who's he really fought? When he actually fought somebody that
yeah.
was kind of decent in Jack Hermanson, and Jack Hermanson is kind of like whatever too in some kind of way. You can say, you know what I
Uh,
mean? No disrespect, but yeah. So like. It's like if Gastelum is like up for it and like in shape, I think he can. I think there's value in that fool,
but
man.
okay, and I agree. But what's the percentage that he's gonna come in shape?
It's like
yeah,
30.
yeah, like very
Value
not high.
30, maybe even 35 or something, but or lower because yeah, fool always misses weight. Even at like 185, he's missing weight, right? Like it's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But
But
against
and the crazy, his
he
girl
fought.
is his trainer.
Oh, for real? Oh, see, that's he just he's just doing
yeah,
cardio and clapping cheeks. You know what I mean, or something.
yeah,
But
not even that fool. He's out here just doing taco reviews.
yeah, leading up to his fight, that's how he missed weight. But yeah, actually, I'm gonna just, I gotta go with fuck yeah. I'm gonna just pick Kelvin, fuck it, just because I didn't like Joe Piper either. I always like thought too was too much hype, and so
He is
I'm sketchy with
overhyped. He's
him.
one of those people. He's like, the same track as Chihuahuas, right? Like it's like overhyped, but for white people. like, you know. So I get it. Like I agree. Like Joe Pyfer shouldn't be this big of a fan, but this is like every fight, like he's gonna be this like minus 300 every time when he shouldn't be.
he's
Even
from
though he probably should be the favorite, shouldn't be this big of a favorite.
he's from Philadelphia too.
I'm not sure. Let's see. Is that where the name Body Bags come from? He's fighting out of Pennsylvania.
Yep. Philly's on the hot one, man. Brady, the Eagles. So I don't know. Yeah, you can't go wrong. What's the under and what's what's the under and maybe and Piper by knockout.
Yeah, that's the way to go. The over under is at 2.5 minus 120 on the over, so it's damn near pick'ems on the 2.5. So, man, yeah, maybe the under could be. Well, the Kelvin Gastelum's never been knocked out, they say. So that's the one thing that's like,
Yeah. What is it though?
uh, Piper by KO is plus 265. I kind of like that.
Yeah, I mean, it could be that fight any time. You know what I mean? All the OGs getting slept. Look at Stylebender. So
It's just a matter of time, yeah, until you get slept. Just because you never got slept before, it doesn't mean you can't get slept. We learned, you know.
anybody can get slept in that octagon.
Yeah, especially at the bigger you are too. Like at 185, especially Joe Piper specifically.
Yeah,
He's
but
slinging
that's like
pipe.
this is another big step of competition for him though. So it's like he's gonna. That's what I
Yeah,
said. If we get like a motivated, like in shape Gastelum, like that'd be fucking lit. Like you know what I mean? I feel like it's a come up on this one, but yeah,
like you said.
like I said, the percentage of that is like 33, 30
Yeah,
something.
on paper,
Unfortunately.
Gastelum should be. This is great value. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
yeah,
But yeah.
yeah. I'm not
What's the
putting Joe
age?
Piper in a greasy parlay though.
How old is Joe Piper?
He's 28 years old, and
Mm,
yeah, so he's not super young, but he's like
yeah.
getting
No,
in
but
his prime.
he's
Like,
under 30, so fuck that. He's in his 20s, bro.
yeah,
Imagine
the
being
good old
28 right
years.
now. I'd be juiced. Like, hey.
Hey, I can go to sleep late.
For real. And wake up like it's nothing.
Yeah. Next up, man, we got the co-main event. We got Manuel Torres, local Torres, against Drew Dober, man.
Man, this is a Manuel Torres.
This
I
is
feel like
crazy.
he was like overhyped and then he got slept by Bahamondes. But Dober, he's that old dog now. He's been in there for a minute. He thinks he's gonna break a record, right? Fighting at 155. That's
Yeah,
what
I
I've
mean,
seen
he's fought a
somewhere.
lot of fucking fights. His record's 27-14. It's
That
crazy.
fool always got like, he always got that one KO shot to put you out. And we've seen Manuel Torres has been knocked out before by Bahamondes. But Bahamondes was like hella taller and all that. And you see Bahamondes is starting to get some, he's
Yeah,
starting to build up and try to make himself a contender. But
man.
Yeah,
It's
just
Pick'ems
now.
too, by the way.
Oh, nice. That's good. That's good. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna just go with Mexican because
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, when you look at resume, it's uncomparable, right? Like obviously, Drew Dober's fought everyone who's who. You know, he's the man. So, but like you said, I mean, he's only 36, but 36 in MMA, and he's fought in a lot of crazy fights, a lot of gruesome fights.
yeah,
So, yeah, that's the part. And I think Manuel Torres is still young enough and on the up, right? And he's gonna get. This is gonna be a crazy fight. And I could see this being a possible under, maybe. What's the under
yeah.
over here?
What's Dober by knockout?
See, under over is 1.5. The over is plus 155. Damn, they think it's gonna be in the first round. Dober by knockout is plus 160,
That's
which
pretty good.
that's all right. Yeah, Manuel Torres. I don't even know how, he has so many ways to win, but he's gonna try to finish it or get finished. So yeah, this is a tough
The
call, man.
height. What's the height difference?
Oh, that's a good one. I think it's
Because
5'10" to
Dober's a
5'6".
shorty. Oh shit. Oh yeah. See.
Oh no, it's five. According to Tapology, it's 5'10" to 5'8". But I thought Drew Dober was like 5'6", man.
And what's the reach?
Reach is 73 inches for Torres and 70 for Dober.
Not too bad. So yeah, the thing is, I feel like Dober, if he could get in there, he got to throw them bozo and try to sleep him. Because
Yeah,
it's
and
like
keep
we
his
said,
head moving.
other guy's been slept already by homeboy. So yeah,
Yeah,
should be a good fight though.
I
Dober's
like.
always in good fights. It's
And
either
Torres
he,
is already 30. I mean, not that that's bad, but like he's getting into his prime and only going to get older from here. So, but yeah, I mean, I lean Torres on the bounce back here. I just think he brings a lot of shit to the table, and I don't think he's skill for skill better than Dober. But I just think with the career projections and all that, for me, if it's a pick'ems, I think Torres is going to bounce back here. But yeah, I want to say the over has value, but these guys are going to come swinging at each other and try to fuck each other up. So it's gonna be tight. But at plus money, I think the 1.5. I kind of like that. What is the? I want to see where the money was coming in on this. There's money from both ways. Nothing too crazy that sticks out. But man, we got to the main event here. We got Brandon Moreno against Steve Erceg. Man, this is a lightweight, kind of a good fight, man. Interesting fight. I would say more interesting than exciting. But yeah, Moreno obviously been champ, been there, done that. So it's more about like, is he going to be motivated to get back there and be the contender again? Because he's talked about just taking a break, and he did for a minute, and then he came back, looked great,
and look great.
Yeah,
Who was that last fight against?
it was against Amir Albazi. Shout out to Amir, but
Yeah, he hadn't fought in a while, but he
fucked him
fucked
up
up his eye, right? But he beat the shit
5
out of him.
rounds, dominated him
Yeah,
for
see,
5 rounds.
Erceg was like when he fought Pantoja, he like looked good, but then I feel like he's kind of every fight he's kind of look whatever now. My opinion.
Yeah, I mean, he's lost 2 in a row, Kai Kara France and Pantoja. And for
Got
me, it's
slept by
like,
Kai Kara.
yeah, in the first round. And that was what everyone was surprised, remember, because he was coming off of such a good performance with Pantoja.
Yeah,
So
and
everyone
then
was like hyped on him.
Kara France hadn't fought in hell long either.
Yeah, and then Kai Kara came through and just really caught him up.
Damn, that's his last fight? Was that getting knocked out?
Yep, in the first round, August of last year.
Sucks.
Yeah, so I mean, he needs a bounce back. We go in enemy territory here, and he is the underdog, rightfully so. You got Moreno minus 230, Erceg plus 195. I feel like the fight might end up closer than this, but how can you not go Moreno here, right? Like I'm thinking skill for skill. I like Moreno. I mean, Erceg has good striking, but I think when it comes to the grappling, I mean, Moreno's grappled with the best. And I think that no one really is going to easily dominate him. He could keep it standing if he wants, or he could wrestle. And I was like, where does Erceg even, would you say, is way better than Moreno at? Nothing, right?
Yeah, I mean, maybe striking.
Yeah, it would be close at least. I think even if Erceg's better at something like striking, I think Moreno could keep up.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So
no, Moreno's like 0-3 in Mexico, right?
Is he? He might be. I don't know. Let's see. Last loss was Roval in the split. Was that in Mexico? I don't know.
I feel like he got robbed though a couple of his last fights though. Like even the Pantoja fight, I still think he got robbed on that one.
2 splits, yeah. So I like that. Or let me see if I like the by decision. What's in by decision here? Because I kind of like that one too. The over is minus 240. It's over 2.5. Or 4.5. Sorry, 2.5. I would have gone over, but 4.5. Moreno by decision is plus 130. But yeah, I mean, it's hard not to pick Moreno. I'm going Moreno here. It's hard not to.
Same.
Yeah. But yeah, that's Mexico for you, man. We gotta see what's good. I know it's a lot of juice on this card, extra juicy,
Titty juice.
but it's greasy and juicy, man. But yeah, what do you like here? Let me write this down.
Yeah. All right. Off the rip, I'm gonna do a little. It's gonna be a pork tamale, greasy. What's that shit called? Parlay. I'm gonna do loopy,
Oh yeah.
Hafa Garcia,
Oh, this is real greasy.
and chilies.
Yeah, I like that. Real sauce. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna
What else we got?
do. I'm gonna do some crazy shit. Fuck it. I'm gonna just say Kevin Gastelum with the upset. Let's go, KG.
KG without hey, stay off the tacos for a week.
Hell no. Mexico City's like a foodie ass city. They say.
He's just fighting temptation and locking him in his room.
Imagine.
Blood.
I'm gonna do Christian Rodriguez
Oh yeah.
and
Ski rod.
fucking parlay with McLovin, Moreno.
Moreno, Mexican McLovin, bro.
Let's do that shit. He's hella funny. And then man, I don't even know. I don't even know this last one. We're gonna do fuck it. We'll go with CJ Vergara.
Vergara for the big dog. Vergara is
220 plus 220.
20. Let's go. Big boys. Yeah, for me, man. Yeah, we got to go greasy a little parlay. I hate to parlay it like that, but you got to do it when it's greasy. We got Jamal Emmers, parlay with David Martinez, right? And the last leg of that would be what was that? Chiwiwis.
Chee
Chiwiwis. Yeah, keep it greasy like that. Rosas. And then I'll give you all another one. Godinez, Lupe Godinez. Since she's a big favorite now, I need to combine her with Shirez. Edgar Shirez. And then I'm gonna take Chris. I don't know. What was the other guy? Oh, yeah, Moreno. Let me take Brandon Moreno here. And I'm gonna have to pair him up with something here. Man, I don't want to jump all over here.
Yeah, it's a sketch fight. It's a sketch
Yeah.
card.
I guess Moreno. I also add him with Emmers because I'm so confident. I like Emmers so much. Emmers twice. And then I'll
That's
do
how I
one
felt
straight
his
leg.
last fight, and then he fucked me.
He's always like that. He alternates. That's his thing.
He do
But
fuck
if
me.
he can't win this one, he needs to just dip to GFL or PFL or whatever. Taylor Lapilus is on the PFL now. He just got signed, by the way.
Man, that's messed up. They really cut his ass.
Yeah, they didn't like his hairline and his.
Because who'd he lose to? Against Hyder Emil, right? That was his last fight. Oh no, that's William
No.
Gomez. I'm tripping. Yeah, that's
No, remember, was he the one that was who was the one that was arguing over Brian Battle and then they like called
nah.
the
That
fight
was
off? That was
that
the
was
other
like
guy.
the yoke
Rachel.
dude. Yeah, he was the yoke that.
Oh, that was the guy from the swole black dude from Switzerland or something, or like some European country. I like that. But yeah, my last thing, I'm gonna go with Rodriguez here, Ronaldo Rodriguez, lazy boy.
Hey.
Ronaldo Rodriguez. I'm gonna go him straight at minus. He's like minus 160 or something right now. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
We be talking that shit, so we'll see.
Yeah, so I'm going with that, man. I don't do all the parlays, but 3 parlays, it's pretty up there for me. It's so much juice, though. So much juice.
Yeah, that's why it's card sketch. What's next week's?
Next week, do we have a UFC or a pay-per-view or whatever? Let's see.
No, that's April 12th.
April 12th. Oh,
Yeah.
before WrestleMania.
Yeah, next week is Emmett versus Leon Murphy. And then also there's a PFL coming up the 3rd.
Where that's gonna be at
Jamaican man.
the Apex, huh? The next one.
Yeah.
Jerome Murphy and
Emmett.
Josh Emmett. Yeah.
Emmett.
Man, that's gonna be a cool down card for sure. I'm looking at it now. It's your boy Torres Finney. You remember that fool from Contender Series? That's just
he's getting his chance. Hey, that's what's up. He's the one that fought 3 times on there, right?
Yeah, because his style is just like literally picking people up and just like that's it, just like slamming them. That's it.
Sketch fights on here. You got Mirshaw versus Tavares, and then our boy Budai versus Kennedy. Oh my god.
Oh man, this is crazy. Yeah, but we'll touch on that's a hilarious fight.
Hey, Loma Luke Boom is coming back. Luke Boom me, the Thai chick. She's hella raw.
Oh yeah, I think did that get canceled?
Oh, maybe. I'm on MMA Junkie. MMA Junkie sucks.
Yeah, MMA Junkie. No, but yeah, appreciate y'all, man. I'm feeling good about it. I'm feeling it's gonna be real greasy this week. So grease up your tacos, make your quesadillas. You know what I mean? Get your Cali burritos, no pico.
Do a shrimp and steak burrito. Well, Mexico City style, so you got to eat champiñones. So you know what that is, right? Or champolines or something like that. But those are grasshoppers. That's what they eat. They eat those like taco.
In tacos?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if I was there, and I maybe would try it if I didn't have to pay for it. But
and they use that blue corn tortilla. I like that shit. That shit's fire.
Different color corn.
Yeah,
some like different color maize.
Yeah, right. Más maíz. But yep, let's fucking peace cash, out, man. Let's throw some shit against the wall.
Shit yourself.
Hopefully it's